Going up to chapter 4. Anger Overload. It's actually longer than I thought it would be, this game. Well, if need be, I can always split it into more than one episode. That's not opening. Why is this like a church? The painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. A hook hangs from the wall. A piece of meat hangs to dry from it. Oh. Jesus. Earthquake? What is that on the wall? Can't look at it. Painted glass depicts some religious man. Door? Oh. I go, duh. Wow, that's an interesting visual effect, with the lightning through the stained glass. Painted glass depicts a scene from the Bible. Oh boy. Isn't this lovely? Can't look at that one. Interesting visual effects though, aren't they? Oh god. That's a giant fucking spider. Good lord. For all you arachnophobes out there. Oh god. Oh god, no, I don't want to go that way. Various jars with disgusting stuff inside. Now that reminds me of Detention. Remember Detention? That game? The bit where you're in the school, it's like the jars with all the heads and things. Another one. Various jars, disgusting stuff. Okay, it just says the same thing. Whoa. Whoa. What? It's a big pearl, but I'd rather not use it. Yeah. No shit. Something to do with a giant head. Who would have thunk it, eh? God, it's so loud. It's like a map. The picture depicts a couple of men standing in front of a car. Okay. Down the stairs then. Oh god. Why there? Cats hanging from... Oh god. Well, he did say something about a cat, didn't he, before? Oh, Jesus. Why? What am I doing in here? I'm just trapped in the basement, am I? Oh my god. This game's quite creative though, isn't it? I will say that. Oh! Oh well, I'm gonna be crushed, I guess. Sure. Why not? Yes. Yeah, that rustling sound. Oh. Did I say, hi! The hell are you lot? Jesus. Well, I can't examine them. Their mouths and faces are sort of changing whenever I go past them. Look at him. You got a moustache. Wait, is it repeating? Oh god, what? Oh, I can't go back the way I came though. Yeah, I just keep going forward. Okay. Very surreal. Very creative. This kid kind of needs therapy though, doesn't he? Oh, the mouths are all just permanently shut now. No longer closing. One of them's going to be different at some point. Okay. What's going on? Stop with the crying babies. I'm just going to keep going. Through hell. Through this weird purgatory. Me not like it. Okay, is there something I'm supposed to do? Or do I just keep... Ugh. Ugh. No thank you. Ooh! Oh, it's the demon babies from hell. Of course it is. What can I... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Take me. Oh, never mind. I guess I just have to let them close in on me. Ugh. Mother? Why is it all VHS grainy all of a sudden? Ugh. My greatest fears were realised in the winter. The days grew short and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Yeah, tell me about it. My grandfather actually died of dementia, and it was pretty sad. It was pretty fucked up as well. Dementia, if you've never experienced having a relative who died of dementia, it is horrible. It is slow, it is cruel. It's one of the most awful diseases ever. Because just imagine living your life where at first you're a bit forgetful, but as the years progress, your memory starts to just degenerate to the point where eventually, several years down the line, you can't even just do basic tasks anymore without assistance. Like, you can't get dressed, you can't even like go to the toilet by yourself, things like that, without needing someone to help you. You can't even remember who you are or who the people around you are. It's a pretty horrible existence. Soon she recognised none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should have become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bedsheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which were kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I'd be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into a jewellery box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I just drifted off to dream, hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Of course it was. Chapter 5. Urban Explorer. Ugh. Okay. Sure. Oh god. Well, this looks like a school room. Yeah, put it over slot 3. There we go. It says woof. Weird. Definitely school chairs, right? Hey! Nice. I can play the piano. Different tune that time round. Lovely. A bunch of school books. Posted for a play. Yeah, I'm going to ditch the voice, I think. And just sort of go with my regular voice for now. Can I look at the shelves or anything? No. Well, I guess we go outside. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Okay. School of Screaming. Oh. Well, Cthulhu-faced entity. Oh, God. Okay. You are good. Well, thanks to no teach. What's up? Good. Can I look at the teach? Teacher, you are teacher good. Okay. Look at the clock, maybe? The clock has stopped. Of course it has. What time has it stopped on? Midnight? Even if you don't know why they're here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Ugh. Triceratops. Okay. That's it. Ugh. Stack of comic books. It's Triceratops. And symbols that almost look like pie. An old picture of what seems to be a religious man and a religious woman. A bathtub in the middle of the classroom. Oh god. Is some shining room 217 bullshit or whatever it is. Is it 217? Where the bathtub is, Mrs. Massey and all that. The sounds of screams are awful. They're even worse when they are your own. Wait, can I go back in? Well, there wasn't something... No, it's just a chair. I thought there was something else in the room, but apparently not. Newspaper article is too aged to read. Oh, I can go upstairs. Oh, Cthulhu face! Hang on, there were actually classrooms back here. Ugh. Pile of mattresses, dirty and worn out. And big holes in the floor. Because why the hell not? A note? There's a piece of paper here. It reads, knock knock. Ugh. Stop. I'm out. That was a good one. You got me good there, game. Pictures of various butterfly species. Butterflies, flutterbys, what is that? Nope, nope, nope. You know what? That's fine. I don't know why I tested it again. I'm writing this with some school material on it. Can I look at that note? Nope, apparently not. Big filing cabinet. Various books. A bit hard to read. School materials. Files. Okay. Is there a cupboard back there? Looks like there's nothing inside. What about the cupboard over here? That's suspicious. I can't get to it. Okay, there's nothing in there. That's fine. Well, let's go upstairs. And see what's up here then. Oh, Cthulhu Man's back. Oh, yeah, what is this? School rules. Hole in the wall where roots have grown. Ugh. What on earth am I fucking looking at? What the hell are you? Are you dangerous? I'm going to assume you are. Alright, well, maybe we don't want to do anything about them just yet. Lock on the door is broken. Don't think we can get in there. Is that just blocked off? No, it's all blocked off. Right, well, the only way we can go is either in the room with the weird bull things or follow Cthulhu Man. Oh, God. Busted old machine. Air conditioning units. Are we on the roof? Oh, God, is that a ladder? Okay, we're going downstairs. Because why the hell not? Sure. Oh, joy. Where the hell are we? Cthulhu Man. Where are you? Oh, jeez, it's another maze. Ugh. I don't like that. Oh, God. I'm just picking a route and just going with it, because I've no idea if it's the right one. Once it all eventually loops around again. Okay. Am I doing good? Is this looping me? Oh, it feels like it is. Okay, let's go through... Go this way, maybe? No. Let's just go straight down this middle, shall we? Alright. Okay. Oh god, I have to find the right route, don't I? And that's what it wants from me. Through there? Oh, I think it takes me here. It takes me here. That way. Ah, here we are. Okay. Yeah, it loops me around a bit. God, the noises. Stop with the noises. Ugh. Ugh. There's a lot of people shrieking in this area, isn't there? God, this game's actually longer than I thought it would be. Hello. Yeah, I may have to split it into more than one episode. Which is fine. We can always do that, right? Oh god. Oh no. Oh wait, no. Oh god. What is this? Oh. Okay, I'm just going to climb on there, and then I'm going to get ritually sacrificed, obviously, by all the weird Cthulhu people. Oh, Jesus. It's a bit grim. Why is this kid having all these weird dreams? Is that essentially what the story's about? Maybe it's about death and how a child processes it? The fear of death or something? I don't know. Yes, why don't you all just gather round? Let's make a show of it, why don't we? Oh. Ugh. Just get the old Aztec heart sacrifice treatment. Fading out for the moment. Oh. Daddy-o, what's up? You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Yep, that's his voice. That's what we're going with. Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. All right, then. Dad knows what's up, doesn't he? Or does he? Who knows? Where are we going next? I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and... even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise. No rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless. lifeless and yet not empty. Nightly visited that unwelcome, wheezing, hateful thing which had terrorised me night after night. What was that? It was not in the bottom bunk, it was in my bed. Yeah, I see the sheets moving. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Or the terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it, I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. Actually, you know what? I said I was going to go back to my normal voice, I may as well. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit scared and frightened. I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy, sorry, I misread that. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting. I knew it would be hours before sunrise. The sunrise which I yearned for. What is that music? Ugh. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more. Where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare. A shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered. The crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimising as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it could not be found. I'd either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had... I could not even bear to think of it being taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realising that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. What did you think about? Chapter 6, The Abyss. Oh, okay. I hear watery sounds. Are we under the sea? Oh, okay. Yeah, we appear to be under the sea. Under the sea. Oh, I can go over that one. Oh, I'm actually swimming. Oh god, am I going left or right? Not that way, I guess I'm going to the left then. Oh, these fish. Now you see, this is probably messing with people's thalassophobia or whatever. I'm sure there's probably quite a few of you out there who have that. I could have actually... hang on, looked at this, maybe? Oh, no. I just saw a light coming through, that's all. Those horrible sonar, creepy sounds. Oh! Why? Okay, sure. Just swim down. Oh, okay. That doesn't look normal, does it? It's this thing up here. Oh god, I don't want to figure out. I feel like I don't want to go near that, but okay, it's a bit strange. I guess we're going down the centre, are we? Ugh. Sure. Oh god. There's Dad's body was just floating down at the bottom of the screen there. I don't know if you noticed that. Some kind of undersea base. Drain water and remove diving gear. Sure. It's a weird dream. Jesus. Well, at least we're here. Same sound of being in an airlock. Kind of. Ah, it opened. Thank God. Oh, Dad's here. The hell? I see a lot of jellyfish in the background. Dad, what are you doing? Sort of going off in your own direction, aren't you? Read logbook. Captain Theodore Fielding, September 2nd, 2007. One of my biggest fears is deep water. Ironic when you consider the fact that I'm now working on a mining station thousands of feet underwater in the Mariana Trench. I've always wondered why I was afraid and reached a simple conclusion. The true fear presented here is actually going down beneath the surface into the depths. It's a combination of all of our most common fears. 1. Fear of the dark. When you're at the bottom of a body of water you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Have you ever tried to swim as far down in a lake as you can? It gets really dark and cold really fast, about 10 feet down. But even that's nothing compared to the deepest point on the entire crust of the Earth, located at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the Pacific Ocean, sorry, the Mariana Trench, which is 38,000 plus feet. If you put Mount Everest at the bottom of the trench, the top of the mountain would still be over a mile below the surface of the ocean. Everything below you is complete darkness, and this definitely plays into our collective fear of the dark. Fun fact, there's a great video on YouTube. The ocean is much deeper than you think. Really good one. Go and watch it. Fear of suffocating. God, this is going to be a lot of reading. If you haven't got to the point where you swam down too far in the swim pool and you seriously consider the fact that you might not make it back to the top before you ran out of breath. Have you ever been roughhousing as a kid with blankets and pillows and you accidentally got pinned down inside of a sleeping bag or something, and you get to that point where laughter temporarily turns to screaming? You know what a scary concept not being able to breathe is. Even if you have scuba gear with you down in that deep, dark abyss, there's a chance a valve could pop out, or you could run out of oxygen. You can't see, and you can't really take a deep breath. Could it get worse? Yes. 3. Fear of the unknown. There are over 1 million species of creatures in the ocean, and scientists estimate there are an additional 9 million species yet to be discovered. That means we only even know what 11% of the creatures in the ocean are. Let's say we only ever know, I don't know. Most of the things in the ocean are things mankind has never even seen or heard of. Who knows what could be down there? Think about a time when you were walking in a dimly lit basement trying to find something. All of a sudden, something brushes up against the back of your neck. They become airborne, similar to a frightened cat, and instantly turn around and shine their flashlight to see what it was. It's never anything actually scary. But in deep water, it's always scary. Something scary. It's dark, you can barely breathe, and something just touched you and you have no idea where they just went. There's more to fear, I'm afraid. 4. Fear of flying insects. Imagine that as you're walking along, all of the beetles and scorpions crawling along the ground, the huge black hairy spiders that are hidden from view in the cracks, and the slimy worms and snakes that are burrowed beneath the ground, simultaneously started flying anywhere they wanted. That is what the bottom of the sea without water would be like. For the strange creatures underwater there is no up or down. Even the manliest men, even though they appear to be calm, quickly tense up and become filled with a secret fear that the bug might land on their eyeball or fly into their mouth, and that's why men try so hard to kill them. Unfortunately, in deep water, you can't see any of the undiscovered freakish flying creatures that brush past your body as you grasp at your suffocating throat. 5. Fear of being caught. Imagine that you're running from a bear. You'll be eaten if you're caught. It doesn't help that bears can run faster sideways than the fastest human can run forward. When you're at the bottom of the sea, everything that's around you was built to move in water. God, how much of this is there? If something truly frightening like a shark or a giant squid caught sight of you, sight is misspelt, you could turn the other way and flail about all you want, but the monster will catch up with you in a split second. You can't get away from anything. Even if you had the wherewithal to see and breathe, you couldn't run from danger. It would simply find you and devour you. There are lots of places that I wouldn't want to be, such as trapped in a burning house or alone in the vacuum of space. But in the burning house at least I can see, and in space at least there aren't any creatures that could get me. There are no other places in the universe that combine as many common fears as 7 miles below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. It is because of the combination of all these fears that I am so horrified by deep water. Okay, well that was that. What a great description all that was. Can we go over here? No. Got to follow old Daddy-O through this weird passage. Damn, there's a big anglerfish down there. That's a hell of a big anglerfish. Oh god, Dad, what are you doing? Standing on the edge of the Sarlacc pit, are you? Can I... Oh! Okay, just going to jump out into the Sarlacc pit, I guess. So strange. So why is Dad in this dream? Okay, giant sea monster at the bottom. Is Cthulhu going to suddenly reach out? Or Dagon or Hydra? Well, that thing's going to reach out, of course. At least we didn't have to wait for the boy to drift all the way to the bottom of the screen there. God, what a weird game this is. Creative, though. Very imaginative. Well, we're back here, are we? What if it was asleep? Hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it finally got me. That I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savouring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savouring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could, I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. Whoa. I held my breath in terror as I was sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder. God, that music! As if it had grabbed me in my sleep. It's not really even music, is it? Just horrible grudge noises. I realised that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Oh, Jesus. This game is... wait... Hostia? Huh. Okay. This game is longer than I thought it was. I thought it was just going to be like a short one. You know, maybe... I don't know... a couple of minutes? 10, 20, 30 at most? I don't know, we must have been going for, what? At least an hour? Oh, Jesus. Well, I saw the figure. Yeah, there it is. Ugh. What is going on? Oh my God, what is this Lovecraftian abomination? What is this fucking thing? Look at the tentacle. Oh God. So it wants to go into this. Oh Jesus, I think it does. Hang on. Can I look at anything before I do anything else? Nope, I have to go inside it. Of course I do. Of course. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Press the wrong button. Well, strange eye creatures. Well, this got very weird, didn't it? Oh, boy. Check out you thing, guys. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Well, nice to know you talk, you friggin' weird Lovecraftian... nonsensical... weird creatures. Ugh. How strange. But so creative, though. Ugh. What's your deal? Oh, I hear the footsteps again. Oh, God. What? The hell are you lot? What a bunch of strange creatures. Can I do anything in here? Not by the looks of it, I can't. No. It's making all those weird noises again. Well, let's just keep moving, I guess. Keep exploring. Oh, hello. Big-breasted, bloated... alien Buddha monsters. Oh God, there's a crossroads. Of course there is. Oh, it's the ghost girl? I'll go the opposite. Oh, never mind. Okay. You're going to block every path? Okay, you're going to block every path. Good to know. You're going to block my way back as well? Oh. Well, that's different. Hi! I like it. Oh God, why are you playing music? You freaks. Is there a way out down here somewhere? What was that? I flashed up very quickly. Didn't get to see what it was. God, it is creative though, this, isn't it? It appeared again, but it's so quick I don't really see what it is. It's very surreal, I like it. I'm really digging the aesthetic though. I just have to wait for him to finish. Okay, it's a face. Of that I'm pretty certain. Nope. Okay. Did I just get nommed on? No, I think I'm good. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. Oh, hello! I realised that this clutching, rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed, was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes, as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realised where it was taking me, into the wall, I fought for my dear life. I cried and suddenly my voice returned to me. Yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realised why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up my chest, its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt, was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. Sound design is really on point. Oh boy. Where are we going next, though? I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast, a wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, but now I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I believe would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine, and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night I awoke to the sound of the furniture, where the bunk beds used to be, vibrating violently. I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Ugh. Okay. Is that it? What? Oh, I can actually move. Oh god. Interactive credit sequence, ladies and gentlemen. That was really creative. I did enjoy that. So I guess it's kind of leaving the story open to your interpretation. 8 Million Ways to Die. Based on the story Bedtime by Michael Whitehouse. Huh, okay. I didn't realise it was based on a story. So I wonder what that story's about. Maybe you can, maybe I need to look at what that's about, and that'll tell you what the story actually is here. So you could interpret it as one of a couple of ways. Either it's all in the boy's head. It's like trauma of something that's happened in his real life, because it mentioned a grandmother who died of dementia. And it mentioned a brother, but we never saw the brother, which is really strange. Or you could interpret it as that there literally was a monster. Perhaps. Who knows? The end. Well, takes us back to the menu, ladies and gentlemen. That was good. I enjoyed that. It was longer than I thought it would be, but it was just a short horror game overall. I think what I liked most about it was just some of the surrealism of it, like the dream sequences in weird locations, especially some of the later ones. It just got really strange and just creepy. And I like horror games, as like this one where it relies on atmosphere and not jump scares. So yeah, man, it'd be interesting to see how the devs of this could take some of the ideas of this and build something bigger with more sort of fleshed out mechanics and stuff like that. They did a real good job. So if they are watching this, thumbs up from me. I'll definitely give you a positive review on Steam. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm hoping to do some more short indie horror content again fairly soon, just as a bit of bonus content here on the channel. But I'm going to wrap up here. Facebook and the links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, a like is always appreciated. More than that, I'm signing off now. Goodbye, everybody. Cable car activated, I guess. Oh god. Well, I kind of missed that. See, catching cable cars is hard. But that's I'm going to get into it, please. There we go. Go for a cable car ride, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this will lead me to solve some of my doubts. This is my character. Well, that's a fast cable car, that was. Get out, there we go. No, where the fuck am I? Through here? Wait. We've been through there? We've been through there. Right. So hang on. What's it been before? Oh, well, that's how you... Oh. I open this now because I've got the key card, I see. It all loops around, doesn't it? I do like the view though, I like the cable cars, just going up and down. You see, I do sometimes like these kind of top-down games where they have interesting graphics and just like interesting scenes that you can look at.